Okay, Happer Horsham, the last in the ADE series. Why the ADE series? First, the E, A, and D, are open strings on the guitar. So you can see that it's precisely the same shape that we're playing when we play E, A, and D, with one exception on the D that comes about because of the anomaly on the guitar that string 3 and string 2 are tuned from a distance of musical distance of 4 strings rather than 5. So let's and the other reason is that it will just simply lay out what we use all the notes of the My Girl, all the notes of the major pentatonic in playing this little riff, and it really emphasizes the 1, 3, and the 5. So you want to, as you're playing, you want to realize that's what you're playing. So on the D, and you can check the other videos on the E and A, we're just doing same thing that we played up here, all the way to that 6th. But when I get to the octave, the D note octave, it's string 2, fret 3. I have to move it down from that shape that we just played for the E and the A because of this tuning anomaly on the guitar, where we're tuning string 3, fret 4, that B note, to the open string 2. But no big deal. So what I've played there is the very same thing, string 3, or string 4 open, and then string 4, fret 4, that's the 3rd, D, F sharp, and then down to the A, it's string 3, fret 2, and then string 3, fret 4, which is a B note, which is string 2 open. You could play that as well. And then string 2, fret 3, which is D. And see, this now gets you right down into laying out the D chord, which I'm going to just review in a second. And then you have the very same thing. Once again, just checking on here, on that handout, which you should have every time I put out a video. You have that same riff, and then you get to, you're now playing that against a D chord, and they walk to a G. They talk that talk to a G. And they're out there having, now what's the 6th in the scale of D? Well, you know, A is the 5th, so 2 away from that would be B, and that would be this B chord here. So they're out there having fun. And then you finish it up with the G, 1, the 4, 5, and then close it with the D. So very same thing. One final note that I don't think I mentioned or emphasized enough in the first is I associate the E, A, and the D because they're all constructed the same way. They're not constructed, the actual notes that you're holding down here are not constructed the same way as you would think of a chord, the 1st, 3rd, and the 5th. The lowest note, which is the farthest up geographically, remember, on your guitar, that lowest note is a B, and let's look at the E, and you see that that's a C note. Once again, you can follow this right along here, pause it to verify it, everything that I say, and then you know, ingest it and see, make sure that you understand it. So I make that E chord, I have string 5, fret 2, that's a B note. String 4, fret 2, that's an E note. String 3, fret 1, that's a G sharp. That's in the key of E, a G sharp. Once again, go down, find the key of E in column 1 and just follow this through. You have a 5, the root note, E, so you have a B, E, and then a G sharp, which is the third. So they're not in E, G sharp, A order, they're in B, E, G sharp order. They're in fifth, root, and then third. Well, the reason I want you to lump them together, and this will be very helpful as you go along, is that when you play A in this open chord, in this cowboy chord, as they call them, up here in the first 3 frets, when you play that, you have an A. An A note is an A, a C sharp, and an E. You have the E, which is the fifth. That is on string 4, fret 2. String 3, fret 2 is the root note, and string 2, fret 2 is the C sharp. So once again, just like the E, you have the fifth, the root, and then the third. Let's go down to the D chord, and you should anticipate it's going to be the same thing, and it is. A D chord, looking at this once again, will be a D, an F sharp, and an A. That's the first, third, and the fifth. D, the root, F sharp, the third, and A, the fifth. So you come here, and you have string 3, fret 2, that's an A note. String 2, fret 3, that's a D note. And then string 1, fret 2, that's an F sharp note. So you have the fifth on string 3, fret 2, an A note. You have the root at string 2, fret 3, that's a D note. And at string 1, fret 2, you have F sharp, that's a third. So these D, E, A, and D are all constructed the same way. And that's how we can just transfer the shape, this basic root, what we just played. They're all following the same shape, except when you get down to string 2, that's a given on the guitar. It's always going to be different down there. So think of it when you're playing it, think of it in those terms, and you're getting a musical lesson as well that'll really do you well when we get to the next series, which are going to be G, C, and F, which you should include together. And I'll do them in a couple days. Okay.